Have you ever done something to protect your car and later found out it was completely useless? Maybe you pay extra for premium fuel, change your oil way too early, or let your car idle for 10 minutes every morning because it's good for the engine. The truth is, a lot of common car advice is completely wrong, and those myths are quietly wasting your money every single year. In this video, you'll discover 10 car myths that sound smart but are actually draining your wallet. If you watch till the end, you'll know exactly what to stop doing and where you can save real money on your car. Let's start with the myth that's probably costing you at every single fill-up. Myth number 1. Premium fuel is better for every car. You've seen it. Regular, mid, premium. Most people think premium means better. It must clean the engine, give more power, and protect my car. So they pay extra every time. Here's the truth. If your owner's manual says regular unleaded is fine, your engine is designed to run perfectly on regular. Using premium in that car does not give you extra power, extra life, or extra protection. Premium fuel has a higher octane rating, which only matters for engines that are designed to run higher compression or turbocharged performance engines. It doesn't mean better quality fuel, it just resists knocking in high-performance engines. So what happens when you use premium in a regular car? You spend more money. You feel good. Your car feels exactly the same. No extra horsepower, no better mileage in most cases, and no magic cleaning benefits. Over a year, that price difference can easily add up to hundreds of dollars wasted. What to do instead? Read your owner's manual. If it says regular 87 octane is recommended, use regular. Only use premium if your car requires it or if the manufacturer specifically recommends it for full performance. Myth number 2. You must change your oil every 3,000 miles to protect your engine. This one is super popular because it used to be true for older engines and older oils. And of course, some quick lube shops still love telling you this, because it means more visits and more money. Modern engines and modern synthetic oils are much better than what we had 20 to 30 years ago. Many manufacturers today recommend 7,500 to 10,000 miles between oil changes under normal driving conditions. Some even more, depending on the car and oil. Changing your oil unnecessarily early is like throwing away half-used engine protection. You're paying double for the same result. Over the life of the car, that's a lot of wasted cash. So how do you know what's right? Check your owner's manual for the exact recommended interval. Many cars also have an oil life monitor on the dashboard. That system calculates based on your driving, not some old rule from the 90s. When does 3,000 miles still make sense? If you do very short trips only, if you drive in extreme heat or dust, if you tow heavy loads regularly. But for most normal drivers, the every 3,000 miles rule is outdated. You're not protecting your engine more, you're just protecting the oil business. Myth number 3. If your oil turns black quickly, it's already bad and must be changed. Many drivers pull out the dipstick, see dark oil, and panic. My oil is dirty, I need a change right now. But here's the surprising fact. Oil turning dark is actually a good sign. Engine oil has detergents and additives that clean your engine. As it runs, it picks up tiny particles, soot, and contaminants, and keeps them suspended so they don't stick to engine parts. That cleaning process is exactly why the oil changes color. Dark oil does not automatically mean the oil is worn out. The real factors are mileage since last change, time since last change, type and quality of oil, driving conditions. You cannot judge oil life just by color. Some high-quality oils turn dark very quickly because they're doing their job. What you should do instead: follow the manufacturer's oil change interval, mileage, or time. Rely on the oil life monitor if your car has one. If you're really curious, get an oil analysis done. That tells the real story. Stop throwing away perfectly good oil just because it's not golden anymore. That habit wastes money and doesn't add protection. Myth number 4. You need to idle your car for 10 minutes every morning to warm it up. This one is very common in colder areas, and it made sense for carbureted engines decades ago. But modern fuel-injected cars are completely different. Today's engines are designed to warm up faster by driving gently, not by sitting and idling forever. When you let your car idle for 10 minutes every morning, you're burning fuel while going nowhere. You add unnecessary engine hours. You increase carbon buildup from low-temperature running. In most modern cars, 30 seconds to 1 minute of idling is enough to get oil circulating. Then you just drive gently for the first few minutes. That warms up the engine, transmission, and everything else much faster and more efficiently. Over an entire winter, that 10-minute warm-up habit can burn tens of liters of fuel for no real benefit. The better way: start the car. Wait 30 seconds, drive gently, avoid high RPM for the first few minutes. You'll save fuel, save money, and still keep your engine happy. Myth number 5. All-wheel drive means I'm safe in rain and snow. I can drive like normal. Many people buy an AWD or 4WD vehicle and suddenly feel like they're untouchable in bad weather. I have all-wheel drive, I'm fine. Here's the dangerous truth. All-wheel drive helps your car move forward and get traction when accelerating. It does not help you stop faster. Braking and turning grip still depend mostly on your tires and road conditions. So what happens? Drivers with AWD feel confident, drive faster in snow or rain, and then discover at the worst possible moment that stopping distance is still terrible. That false sense of security leads to accidents. And accidents are the most expensive maintenance you'll ever pay for. How to really be safer and save money. Invest in good quality tires, especially winter tires if you live in cold regions. Don't let AWD make you overconfident. Remember, AWD gets you going. Brakes and tires stop you. If you rely too much on this myth, you don't just risk money, you risk your car and your safety. Myth number 6. My car is old now, I should use a thicker oil to protect it more. This sounds logical, right? Old engine, more gaps, thicker oil to fill them. Many people switch from, for example, 5W30 to 20W50 just because the car has higher mileage. But your engine is designed with specific clearances and lubrication pathways. The manufacturer chooses an oil grade that flows correctly through those tight spaces. If you suddenly use oil that is too thick, it may not flow well on cold starts. It can reduce lubrication where you need it most. It can reduce fuel economy. In some cases, it can even increase wear. High mileage oils are usually still within the recommended viscosity, but with extra additives. They don't just jump to something extremely thick. What you should do instead: stick to the recommended viscosity in the owner's manual, unless there is a very specific reason to adjust. If your engine is using some oil, look for a high mileage version of the correct grade. Only go thicker if a trusted mechanic, familiar with your specific engine, recommends it for a reason and understand the trade-offs. Randomly going to thicker oil just because it's old can cost you extra fuel and long-term wear. Myth number 7. Don't switch to synthetic oil. It will cause leaks in older cars. You've probably heard this from an uncle, neighbor, or old-school mechanic. And yes, many years ago, early synthetic oils sometimes had issues with seals in certain engines. But modern synthetic oils are fully compatible with engine seals. They do not magically create leaks. What actually happens is this: if an engine already has worn or hardened seals, conventional oil can leave sludge deposits that partially block small leaks. When you switch to a good synthetic oil, it cleans out that sludge. The leak that was already there becomes visible, so people blame the synthetic oil. But the real problem was the old, worn seals. The leak existed, it just became noticeable. Meanwhile, synthetic oil offers real benefits: better protection at high and low temperatures, longer life, improved resistance to breakdown. Using synthetic oil, according to manufacturer recommendations, is usually better for your engine and can allow longer intervals, which means fewer oil changes over time. Myth number 8. It's fine to run the fuel tank very low or empty all the time. No problem. Some drivers like to gamble with the fuel gauge. I know my car. I can run to almost empty. No need to fill early. They think they're saving time or money by stretching every last kilometer out of a tank. Inside your tank, the fuel pump sits in the fuel, which helps cool and lubricate it. When you constantly drive on a near-empty tank, the pump can run hotter and wear out faster. Replacing a fuel pump is not cheap. It can easily cost you far more than the fuel you thought you were optimizing. On top of that, any sediment that is collected at the bottom of the tank is more likely to be picked up when you're very low. Modern systems handle this better than old ones, but still, constantly running low doesn't help. Smart habit: try to refuel when you reach around a quarter tank. Don't make a habit of driving on empty or with the light on. It's a small change that can save you from a big repair bill. Myth number 9. All brake pads are the same. Just get the cheapest ones. They all stop the car. Brakes are the one area where going cheapest possible can be very expensive later. Low-quality brake pads often wear out faster, create more heat, produce more noise and dust, can be harsher on your brake rotors. So while you save a bit on the pads, you might replace them more often, need new rotors sooner, spend more on labor over time. Higher quality pads are usually designed to balance stopping power, noise, dust, rotor life. You don't have to buy the most expensive race pads, but going for the absolute cheapest can end up costing you more overall. And it's your safety system. Good approach. Choose mid-range, reputable brand pads that match your driving style. Ask your mechanic about pad and rotor wear together, not just pad price. Saving a little money on brakes but then replacing rotors early is not a win. Myth number 10. Dealer service is always overpriced. Independents are always cheaper. A lot of people completely avoid dealerships because of this belief. And yes, some dealer services are more expensive, but always a ripoff is another myth. Dealerships can sometimes be competitive or even cheaper on certain jobs because they buy original parts in huge bulk. They have specialized tools and software for your brand. Technicians are trained specifically on that make. On the other hand, independent shops can save you money on older cars out of warranty, jobs where aftermarket parts are fine, simple maintenance tasks. The key is not to assume one is always right and the other is always wrong. That assumption itself can cost you money. Smart strategy. Get quotes from both the dealer and a trusted independent shop. Compare parts quality, warranty, and total price, not just labor rate. Use the dealer when software updates, recalls, or brand-specific issues are involved. Use a good independent for routine work on older vehicles. Instead of following the myth, follow the numbers. Now it's your turn. Which myth did you believe before this video? Comment below and tell your story. You might help someone else save money too. If this video helped you, hit the like button. It really helps the channel. And if you want more real, no-nonsense car advice that actually saves you money, make sure you subscribe and turn on notifications. New videos are coming every week. Thanks for watching. Take care of your car. And stop letting these myths take care of your wallet.